Hey, you're checking out a Guestspot. Today we're going to look at Transformers Universe 2.0 Classics Tankor. I believe in Gen 1 he was originally known as Octane, or at least that's who it's based on. And I keep kind of forgetting that, so I keep calling him Octane. But his name is Tankor, and here we have him in his fuel jet mode. Color scheme is, close to the original. He's got the white with some of the dark blue, purple highlights, and some black. It's got the twin blasters on the front for shooting Autobots, which, let's face it, who doesn't want to shoot Autobots? I know I'd like to. Well, yeah, okay, we'll say I do. And, in terms of the jet mode, it's not too bad. He's going to, roll at you a little bit, which most vehicle modes are going to have, the wheels. Altogether, not too bad. Now, he is a triple changer. As I said, he can turn into a fuel truck, tanker truck, and he will eventually turn into a robot. But let's see him in his fuel truck mode first, tanker truck. Gonna pop off this thing. We're gonna get rid of the guns, which is a shame because who wants to get rid of the guns? Whoa, need the guns. Oh, gone forever. Okay, and we'll get rid of the other one, except this time I won't throw it. I'll toss it aside a little bit. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this part up, pull that forward there. We're gonna separate here. We're gonna turn these over. We're going to take the wings, and the wings are actually kind of neat because of the gears here in the middle. I don't know how well you can see them. The wings actually move up and down at the same time in the same, I guess, angle, degree. They're linked in their movement, which is kind of nice. We're going to fold them right together as close as we can. And we're going to fold this whole front end, and we're going to fold the wings underneath the bottom of the truck. Now we're about halfway there. We're going to pull apart the front of the jet. Oh, there we go. We're going to pop this little chest plate, we'll see, out like that, so that we can fold the front of the plane downwards. There we go. Put it down like that. And we're going to take this tank, storage tank thing, and we're going to pop this on top. We're going to grab the one gun that's still on the table, and then I'm going to take a brief second to grab the other gun that fell on the floor. And we're going to pop that on here because we need to have the guns. I mean, let's face it. We can't shoot Autobots without guns. That makes them good. Okay, here we have Tankor in his tanker truck form. Not too bad. The only problem I'd say with this form is that it seems like it was kind of the last one they were thinking of when they were trying to put this figure together. Because you can see a lot of the bits from his other modes along here. Like the gun here, which is nice. If we take that off, we can see his hand from robot mode. So, robot in disguise kind of idea, not so much to me, in my opinion, with this mode. In terms of the color scheme, we got a nice dark blue for the front, the silver for the windshield. Again, the tank, the storage tank up top here, which, let's face it, is going to hold nothing. We'll pretend it's Energon and it doesn't fall out. The little cubes, they stack nicely. Okay. He rolls around a little bit, not as well as he does in plane mode. The bigger wheels, I find, don't move as well, and then you've got these two, one on this side, one on this side, that don't move at all. But he moves a little bit. All in all, it's not too bad. I'm not terribly thrilled with it. Basically because there's so many bits from the alternate modes that are plainly obvious. Okay, let's turn this bad boy into robot mode because that's what it's all about. Once again, it's a shame. We're going to remove the guns. Remove the top tank. Oh, bit there. What are we going to do next? We'll pull apart front of the truck. We'll pull these out, give them legs, and we're gonna pop the bottom out. Let's see if I can do this. I always have a hard time with this bit. There we go. Pop the windshields out basically to form his feet, so to speak. Gonna fold those wings up. We're gonna pop this whole part forward. There we go. He's about halfway there. We're gonna fold his arms up, and then the shoulders down. Same thing with the other one. We're going to pop the chest piece up, which gives us his head, which is nice. We're going to fold that over. We got a nice bright Decepticon logo. We're going to fan the wings out a little bit. We're going to turn these up, and we're going to fold the arm down and his wrist over this way. Same thing, other side. Okay, sweet. And now we've got Tankor. I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit upwards in his robot mode. Whoa, that shouldn't do that. Okay. Yeah, this one's been transformed with a fair bit, because we've got to practice to do these things. So we've got Tankor in his robot mode. In terms of color scheme, again, pretty similar to his original. Generation 1. A little more black, but you know, we've got the whitish gray color for most of it, with black in the middle and some of the purple highlights. I guess his feet are kind of that dark blue again. Not too bad. The color scheme's decent. In terms of articulation, we'll do that first. He's got the knee here that moves. His hip on a standard kind of ball joint. It can turn or twist that way. Same with the other side. We don't need to do that. His arm is pretty good. It's on a ball joint again here, so we can move it all the way around and in and out. And the arm itself is attached on this wheel, and it's also on a ball joint, so it can be moved a little bit around. He's got the elbow that moves up and the hand that you can twist forward and back. Same thing on the other side, all the same movement. His head does move a little bit from side to side. Actually, probably goes all the way around. Whoa! He's doing The Exorcist. Oh, geez. Okay. And we can turn his head all the way around back. There we go. Oh, no, not too bad. Okay. In terms of weapons, what this dude has is he's got his 2 guns. Assuming I can find them both again. And we take each of these twin blasters, and if we put them together, we've got I guess a quad laser, which is awesome because it's like 2, but 4. And we'll put that in his one hand. And then we'll grab that tank that I keep calling about, the storage tank. We can split this thing open right in half. And we can turn this into kind of a bladed weapon for him, which we'll put in his other hand. The only problem is that that's kind of heavy, and the joints, at least on this one, are getting a little bit loose, so he's not, well, there we can cover his face. Not going to do too much. I like to make it kind of like a claw. It seems a little more menacing that way. There we go. Okay. In terms of being able to stand up, this figure's pretty good that way. Table shake test. He stands up pretty well. His arms, though, are mildly horrible. He's got this one little bit that holds the forearm to the shoulder. And the joint now, I mean, I have played with this a little bit in terms of I transform it back and forth. It doesn't hold all too well, especially when you've got the weight of the bladed weapon here. So let's get rid of that. Besides that, it's not too bad. To be honest, I don't think this figure is that great. He doesn't pose too well. He's kind of gangly with his arms, especially. His arms are horrible. I really can't go any further than that. Legs aren't too bad. You can pose him a little bit. But again, this thing is going to kind of screw you up a little bit. All in all, I guess I'd say he's a decent figure. He's certainly not the worst Transformer I've ever seen. Maybe we'll look at him one day. But certainly not the best that the Transformers Classics line has to offer. Probably the reason why we saw a lot of him on the shelves. He's not that great, and he's not very well known. But, you know, if you're a completist, he's not too bad. Or if you just like the triple changers, he'd be good for that. But if you had to choose only one of them, I'd probably pass over this one for someone better. At any rate, that has been a Guestspot. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again.